So a lot of you guys wanted a face routine with the MAC Face and Body. I also did a face routine with the Makeup Forever Face and Body. They're not all that different, to tell you the truth. I think the only thing different I switch up is the either the primer or the face powder. So for today, I went ahead and primed my face with the Makeup Forever HD, which is what I usually do grab when I do this foundation routine. It just kind of brightens up my complexion. And it's a little bit more of a lotiony type primer that kind of like firms up my skin a little bit. So it just feels a lot better with this one. It applies a lot better. On days when I feel like I'm a little bit more, like I feel like I'm going to be more oily because of the weather, I usually grab Benefit's Professional. What? Sorry, if you hear like whining and stuff, like and growling, it's the puppies. They're like down there somewhere playing. Sorry. But yeah, if I feel like I'm going to be a little bit more oily that day, I usually grab Professional. So I usually just pour a little bit out onto my hand. I do about this much per each side of my face. And I literally just, with a very light hand, just move it. Like, you can use a brush if you want. I find that my hands work much better. Number one is because this foundation it dries super fast. If I do use a foundation brush, it's usually something like the Real Techniques buffing brush. Do you see them? They're funny. It's usually like something like the Real Techniques buffing brush. I've used like a 180, is it a 187, one of those dual fiber type brushes. I've used one of those before too. I don't really care for it. I usually just like my hands. I don't know. Something about putting it on with my hands that just makes it look a lot better and a lot smoother. So that's about as much as I do on each side of my face, and then I do like a small little ball about that much on my forehead. I find that this method is the best for me, especially when I use a very light hand. I promise you I'm not rubbing this into my skin. It bugs me so much when I see clients or people in general that like really rub foundation into the skin. You really do not have to touch your face that hard. Like, you can even work in pieces and do it very lightly. I usually do that with NARS foundations because I feel like it works the best. Like, I put it in my palm, warm it up. This foundation is super fluid. It's practically water / gel based, so it just mixes right into the skin. So it just offers a really nice even coverage. And then for those of you who are wondering what color I am, of course you're going to want to know that. I use C6. I tried C5 and it doesn't blend as well as super light. I even tried to wait for it to like kind of warm up a little bit and it just didn't do it. So personally for me, C6 works the best. When I first put it on, it looks a little bit warm and then it kind of just melts into my skin over time. And then for my under eye concealer today, I'm going to grab the Double Wear. I usually do use the Double Wear with this. Sometimes I'll use my Pro Longwear concealer, which I absolutely adore. So it really just depends how I feel. It's going to be one or the other. If I'm wearing heavier eye makeup, that's when I usually grab for my my matte concealer. But for a daily, I just use the Double Wear. It's a little bit lighter, offers just about the right amount of coverage. And I just kind of buff that in. You guys will see the same exact routine in almost every single one of my Flawless Face foundation routines because I do my concealer the same way every single time. I don't do anything special to it. I literally just kind of put it on and blend it out. And that's kind of it. So sometimes I feel like this part is like super redundant. But, you know, for those of you who are new to my channel, you guys have never seen me do it. So hopefully this will help some of you. And I'm using like an angled, like more precise type of synthetic brush from Sedona Lace. And then I kind of brush it up on some of my blemishes that I have up here. Just some leftover concealer from the brush. And then I do my T-zone a little bit. This is where I break out the most. In fact, there's a breakout happening right now, which I will probably cover with a different concealer. But I have like a couple of scars like right here, right where my brow is. So I'm just kind of tapping the concealer there. I hate that I break out here. It's like the most annoying thing in the world. Oh, where are you? Crazy kids. If I have any added blemishes, because this foundation doesn't cover super much, you can build it if you want to. Like sometimes I'll add a little extra on my cheeks if I'm not feeling glowy enough that day. But usually after I do one good layer and then I buff on a powder, it's actually a lot of pretty good coverage. It takes a minute to melt into the skin, so if you are going to layer it and you want more coverage, then you're going to want to put on one good layer, let it set, and then do it again. You see Kehlani back there. Kehlani and Kilo, they're playing. And then I set everything with my Studio Care Blend. Yeah, Studio Care Blend powder in medium deep. I was like, I have to check that color. Part of the reason I use this one is, number one, it blends better with this foundation for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it just blends really nicely with this foundation. And also because it just, I don't know if it's just MAC on MAC and that's why it works better, but it just, I don't know what it is. It just blends better. And just gives it a more diffused appearance. It makes it look a little bit more even and more, not creamy looking, but just super smooth. I do use medium deep. If I don't use this one, before I even got this powder, I was using my Makeup Forever Duo Matte. You can't even see this anymore, so I don't know why I'm showing it to you. I use number 209 in this one. I use this for every single foundation I have usually, but it's running out and I don't really have easy access to it anymore. So no matter what, it's going to be one of these two powders. I'm usually grabbing this one, but I just don't have it anymore. I haven't had it for months. I have a backup, I just haven't touched it because I have a ton of powders that I need to go through. But for some reason, whenever I use my MAC Face and Body, this one still works the best. I don't know what it is, it just works better with this one. So this is a combo that I personally like, and then I just kind of buff it into my skin. I used to love this powder a long time ago. Like, it was like one of my favorite like setting powders. So I like it for a setter powder, especially if I have like a more fuller coverage kind of foundation. But I don't know what it is, the combination of face and body with this one, it just works really well. You can use the mineralized skin finish also. I think it works pretty good too. I don't use that powder anymore. It breaks me out really, really badly. I don't know what it is that's in it. I think it's the bismuth that doesn't work with my skin. I don't know. It gives me all these little bumps on my cheeks. But yeah, love the Studio Care Blend with this foundation. It's like one of the best combinations when I do use this foundation. And then I pretty much just set underneath my eyes before I do the rest of my face makeup. So lately I've been grabbing the MAC Prep and Prime. Sometimes I'll do Midnight Banana Powder, sometimes the Makeup Forever HD. But lately, I would say for the past couple of months, I still grab this one, with the exception of the 1 month that I was falling in love with the banana powder. I usually only use the banana powder if I have like a full-blown face of makeup. If I'm wearing like a heavier foundation, because it blends better with the concealer that I use that day. And then for my bronzer slash contour, I'm going to use Benefit's Hoola with an angled brush. Just kind of sweep that right into the hollows of my cheeks. Every time I use Hoola, I don't do any major contouring. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but it's very rare. I love Hoola for contouring, but for me, it's not my favorite. I don't know. I love it though. I love it for bronzer. You know what I mean? Then I just kind of fade it up here. My favorites for my bronzer usually vary every day, but whatever it is, I put a bronzer on just to kind of course, warm up my skin. I'm trying for the life of me to remember what cheek color I had that day, but I think it was Cheeky Bronze, because, yeah, it wasn't Gold Deposit for sure, but I think it was Cheeky Bronze MSF from MAC. In any case, that's what I'm going to use today. I think that's what it was, though. I'm really trying to remember for the life of me, but I think it was this. And I just kind of brush that on my cheeks with a tapered brush, just to kind of give a nice glow. And then any highlighter of your choice, of course. I just got this one. This one is Adored from MAC, one of their newest MSFs. I don't know if you can... Yeah. This is one of their newer ones. I've been wanting to try this one forever, so I'm really, really happy that I got it. I wanted Lust, but in any case, I love MSFs. I should probably do a collection video, huh? I usually generally collect them. This collection that came out, I thought I would get more, but I don't know. I guess sometimes they get a little redundant, you know? But I do know I was wearing Coffee lip liner. I was like, I can't remember the lipstick. I remember the lip liner and the lip gloss I was wearing, but anyways. I think I was using Coffee lip liner because that was what I was talking about in the video. And just line your lips. Anything soft and neutral will be just fine. Kilo, are you itchy? Just line my lips and kiss it off. Nude color will be fine. So I'm going to take half and half from MAC. Because I honestly can't remember what I had on. I definitely know that I had Purr on. So top whatever nude lipstick that you choose to use, with a nice soft shimmery nude right on top. I love this lip gloss. I used to use it a long time ago when I first fell in love with MAC lip glosses in the first place. It just makes your lips look nice and full. Like, I don't know what it is about this combo, but I don't know, I love it. So this is what the foundation looks like when it's been sitting for like at least 5 minutes. I think I went ahead and did my face routine as you saw in the video, and then finished off with a lipstick. I was in the middle of filming a tutorial as well on this specific eye look. So it's kind of like a mix and match video right now. But yeah, I went ahead and finished the rest of my face, of course, and kind of finished everything off. Last thing I do, of course, is set my makeup. I usually use Urban Decay All Nighter and just kind of do a really quick spritz all over. Sometimes I don't really need this, sometimes I like it. It really just depends. And I usually get about a 6 to 8 hour wear on this foundation, sometimes longer. By the 10th hour when I'm taking off my makeup, usually probably I'm at home by then, there's like a little bit of remnants of the foundation left. That's part of the reason why I feel like I like the Makeup Forever one better, because I feel like it lasts a little bit longer. I do love this foundation. I love the way it looks. Obviously, it's very smooth, it's very even, it's perfect for every day. It's almost like wearing a tinted moisturizer for me because it feels very, very lightweight. It's probably one of the only foundations besides the Makeup Forever one that I can wear that feels super lightweight on my skin, where I literally don't feel like either I'm not wearing anything or it feels like a tinted moisturizer. It's a sheer to buildable coverage. I've never seen it become a full coverage before. I've never tried to make it a full coverage before. I'm actually pretty happy with it being a medium coverage foundation for me. But I would say more often than not, it's a sheer buildable foundation. So yeah, hopefully this video was helpful. I know a lot of you guys were asking me about it. I will do a battle of the face and body foundations between the Makeup Forever and the MAC as far as a review goes, because I know some of you wanted a review on which one was better. So that video will be coming up as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys later.